Hi, Mike Darda here again at Century 21 with your next For Sale by Owner video training lesson. And on this one, we're going to cover the people that you need to know in order to successfully close the sale. You know, a lot of people think, hey, all I need is a buyer, right? Yeah, that's the most important one. Once you get a buyer, there are literally dozens of other people involved, and that's why closings can be complex. For example, a lot of people first need to know a good attorney. Now, they don't always have to be a real estate attorney, but you may want an attorney to review the contract. What a lot of people don't know is in Florida, it's not required that you have an attorney for a closing. It's just if you want an attorney for the closing. You will find that they do cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars more to often do the same job that a title company would. So that's your second person you want to know is a good title company. Now, we've got relationships where we do a lot of business, therefore we can get you a better rate than most. So see me if you want a recommendation there. Remember, title companies compete for your business, so you can often get discounts by shopping around. A title company will handle your whole closing from start to finish. Some of them will even help you with the contract. Appraisals. Well, appraiser is somebody that is going to be hired by the buyer, but it's also good to know the appraisers in town, because what we can often do is provide them with other comparable sales which will help make sure that you get a good appraisal on your home. This is one of the biggest hurdles in a financing transaction today, is getting the house appraised. Inspectors, again, that is hired by the buyer, so you're not going to have a lot of choice on that, but it might be good for you to be present during the home inspection. You may even consider hiring your own home inspector first and get your own home inspection done. This will clue you into anything that you need to address and fix before the house is sold. Plus, you can provide a report for the buyer as another incentive, showing them the house is in really great condition. Loan officers. These are obviously critical people if the buyer's financing, right? He who's got the gold writes the rules, so we got to know good loan officers. A good loan officer is going to be available 7 days a week for you, even evenings if necessary, to pre-qualify your buyers. We got to pre-qualify them on the spot. You don't want to tie up a house deal not knowing they're good for the money. Also, the loan officer is going to have competitive rates. Otherwise, the buyer might back out of the deal on financing. And you need a loan officer who's efficient, somebody who's going to get this process moving along quickly and get that loan approval done on time. Of course, knowing a good CPA is important. You want to look at the tax consequences of your sale, especially if this is an investment property. And then finally, movers. You want to get a lot of different bids from movers, because you might find that a lot of the things you're thinking of moving may cost more to move than they're worth. I often find sellers end up leaving things behind because it's just not worth moving. So, for example, appliances. If you're making a big move, it may be better off to make those an incentive and leave those in the house. It makes your house show better. One more reason for the buyer to buy it, and it's actually going to save you money. Furnishings, they're never worth what a lot of sellers think they are. It's a very personal item, furnishings, so a lot of times they're left for more for your convenience than they are at actually getting the buyer to pay more money. I highly recommend you don't put furnishings in the price. You keep that separate on the side. You don't want your deal falling apart because you and the buyer can't agree on a price of a sofa. So these are just some of the people that you need to know. Of course, you already know a good real estate agent, so if there's any questions on that, feel free to give me a call. I'll be glad to explain in more detail on who you need to know and how to get the best deals with them. Thanks for watching.